Silence!
Amen. Blessings to all in attendance this morning. Those who weren't here have received my stern warning. If you've been invited and have been deemed worthy, I'll see you on Friday at Van Tassel's party. And to the rest of you who have been left in the lurch, I'll see you on Sunday, right here, back in church. Peace be with you.
And also with you.
Oh there, hello, Mynheer Van Ripper.
Hello, everyone. You seem
Chipper. Chipper. Yes, indeed. I'd say that's accurate. I'm on the list for the party.
imagine that.
It's well known that you're not invited.
Of course.
So I just wondered, might I use your horse?
Do you even know how to ride, Master Crane?
I've read all about it. It must be the same.
Reading and doing are two different things, and I don't have time to trust your imaginings. I'm sorry, everyone.
No, wait, Hans. I shouldn't have asked you with such nonchalance. I'm in your debt and appeal to your favor, and I have no right to explain such behavior. I ask for your pity in hearing my question. I never decry the trust of your possessions. I humbly entreat you.
Entreat?
Just a bit, to make an impression.
Oh, it's a girl, isn't it?
Your powers of reason, sir, do you great credit. To ride on a mighty steed would be.
Forget it. You're an odd bird, Crane, even for an outsider. And you cannot use my stallions if you're not a rider. On second thought, I do have a horse. You say you know about riding?
Of course.
I was young once, and I'm starting to soften. Don't get ideas, this won't happen often. I have a horse who can handle the power.
Yes, of course.
Fine then. You can use gunpowder.
Gunpowder? Ooh, that's a name with some gallop.
Come by this Friday, and we'll saddle him up.
The week flew by like time in a hurry. On Friday, the teacher dismissed his class early. He needed time to prepare for the party.
Ichabod Crane, you're a dapper young smarty. Fate's on your side because you're doing it right. Katrina is waiting for you there tonight. Is it your smile, your wink, or your smirking? Whatever it is, keep it up because it's working.
The teacher followed his dreaming confusion to what seemed like to him quite a valid conclusion.
Just keep up the charm, keep that old magic clicking. Katrina's a peach who's ripe for the picking. Old Baltus's farm then will be in my reach. Then I can relax, no need to teach. Everything's falling in place as it should. Ichabod, you sly dog, boy are you good.
The teacher had never felt so debonair. He gave one last look and combed one last hair.
He left for Van Ripper, a New York Don Juan, to pick up the mighty steed he would ride on.
Mynheer Van Ripper,
I have what you need.
where is it?
Here.
This is the steed?
I never said steed. I said horse.
Yeah, but... Wow.
He's had 20 years of pulling a plow. He's old, so I just don't graze in my cattle. This might be the first time he's had a saddle.
How do I ride him then? What if he bucks?
If he butts, he'll probably die. So, good luck.
Do most horses slope like that?
He's just disfigured.
This won't make quite the impression I pictured.
If you don't want him, that's fine. I guess I'll just take him.
No, I'm grateful. I just hope he makes it.
So, Ichabod rode on the mighty gunpowder. And got to the party at the decent hour.
Ichabod's senses upon his arrival were inundated by the frolic feast table. First the aroma, and then the sight aroused the pedagogue's keen appetite.
He breathed in deeply to nourish the sensation of glorious gastronomic stimulation. There were sweet oily colors and fried sugar dough, crisp crumbling crullers, and...
Can it be so?
It can. And the cakes?
Yes, the cakes, it's uncanny.
The sweet cakes and shortcakes and...
The whole cake family.
And then there were...
Pies
His eyes got much wider. Apple pies, peach pies.
and pumpkin.
with cider, delectable preserves of peaches and plums, quinces and pears, and cranberries.
Yum.
Chicken or pheasant, smoked beef,
A dream.
together with bowls of fresh milk and cream.
It all seemed the best the world had to offer, until he looked up and saw Brolytus's daughter.
The schoolmaster's here,
I'm not concerned.
even though your love's been utterly spurned.
It has not. That's just how girls do it. They play hard to get.
Oh, I thought you blew it.
I didn't blow anything. I've got this in hand.
Look, Rom, y'all know that you're more than man. But Ichabod knows something that has you fooled. I hate to admit it, but he has you schooled. Ask for the dance.
No, of all the ideas. You know I don't dance.
Yes, I know, Rom, but he does.
Trust me, as much as I hate to admit it, Katrina and Craig make a lovely exhibit. I didn't know he could dance. No, me neither.
Those two have emerged as the party's main feature.
I didn't like it at first, but now I can sway. They get together like lemons and aid. Isn't it strange how she dismissed Brom Bones?
Look at him there, with his head down, alone.
I'm not complaining. I still want romance. If Katrina won't take him, then we have a chance.
Oh my gosh, no.
But the roistering blade, the man of all confidence, had a distinctly new, uncheerful countenance. No other woman approached him that night. To leave him alone with his thoughts just seemed right. Brom was perplexed.
I don't understand. How is my best second place to that man?
Ichabod, though, had the time of his life, far away from all tension and strife. He was all ease as he laughed, ate, and smiled, reliving the joy that he felt as a child. There was a moment, though, missed by the throngs, when daughter Van Tassel regarded young Brom. It was a look, even Brom didn't know it, and gone in a moment with care not to show it. Now, as it happens at these harvest parties, Baltus would call out,
It's time for your stories. Let's hear your adventures, your who's, and your tales. Give us your best and draw out the details.
And so the guests gathered, and all the best showbiz, and spun out their stories on myriads of topics. The war.
And that's how Corporal Cletus McGee trapped 7 redcoats up a tall tree.
Espionage.
The traitor fooled everyone, that dirty spy. But we all got justice when they hanged him high. Yeah!
But soon there's a ransom-eyed woman. A woman with wrinkles. A nag of a woman named Old Dame Van Winkle.
Oh, she does this every year. How is she
My husband, Rick, that lazy dude, nothing, left the house with his dog, Wolf, to go hunting. lose him or a grip. I gave him a balling. That's the last time I ever saw him. For 18 long years, nobody knows where he's hid. The gall, that man, will leave me with the kids. It's almost as if he disappeared into thin air.
The nagging was too much for Oldham to bear.
I heard that, you rascal. Enough of your yapping.
He's likely nearby.
He's probably not. I'm not in the woods with some quiet instead.
Perhaps he'll wake up yet.
Yes, after she's dead.
Laugh all you want with your shameful display. But I know the horseman took my writ away.
The horseman. Remember that, Hessian?
This was the first Ichabod heard him mention.
The horseman? What's that?
The Hollow's great ghost, the topic that everyone dreaded the most.
A dread that was reveled in, craved, even savored. The Hollow's enchantment proved its behavior.
The shift in the mood of the throng was abrupt. Everyone waited for whom would speak up.
The atmosphere moved from lightness to dire, for all but one who felt a small fire, starting to glow in his jealous heart, a fire of cunning, of craft, and of art.
No country gentleman, Brom was no dancer. He was not learned or quick with an answer, but he could tell tales with aplomb and allure. He was the Hollow's most apt rocketeer.
Headless.
What's that?
The headless horseman. He rides a mount that's half horse and half goblin, the most famous spirit that haunts in this glen, a specter on horseback that chills hearts of men. He rides with the thunder at midnight it's set. His figure is lacking just one thing, a head. Throughout the valley, it's far and wide rumor that he is the ghost of a fierce Hessian trooper, whose head was shot off and reluctantly traveled with some cannonball during some nameless battle of the Revolution. With this distinct scar, having been buried in the old churchyard, he gallops the woods in a moonlit routine, in quest of the head that he lost at the scene. Deep in the woods, he finds riders alone, taking their heads in a quest of his own. He knows when you're out, when you're riding along. Oh, and he refers heads held by necks that are long. These are the heads that are best for the taking. Most don't stand a chance, there is no escaping. Unless you're me. I met that night-riding specter of fright last year at this time, on this very night. I was on this road past midnight, alone, making my way through the woods to my home. There in the woods, I felt something strange, just a small chill or some subtle change. I halted my horse, not sure why, who knows, but over my shoulder, dappling in shadows, I caught a glimpse that I always will dread. A horse with a man, but the man had no head. The hairs on my neck all stood at attention. I realized I was beholding the Hessian. Does he see me with no eyes to obey? Perhaps if I'm still, he'll be on his way. His hand slowly pulled out the sword from its scabbard. My thoughts of his blindness were then quickly shattered. He grew twice his size as he reared up his horse. I turned and I spurred him with great force. Death I will yawn, on was the chase. I knew I must win, or 'twould be like my last race. Through hill and through dale, and all through the woods, I pushed old Daredevil as fast as he could. Everyone knows I'm the best in the county, but he was as fast, and my head was his bounty. The breath of his goblin horse blew on my back, his saber swinging and swishing attacks. I knew just ahead was the bridge to the church. Make it to that, and he's left in the lurch.
If you reach that bridge,
As it says by the legend,
the specter will vanish and his power ends.
so I dug my heels into Daredevil's ribcage in one final effort to thwart the ghost rampage. I've never seen my horse fearful before, but in one fear-filled burst he released his full store of strength as we crossed the bridge, and in a stupor we collapsed. The horseman leapt in the air as we feared, but with one thunderclap, he disappeared. This is the truth, or I wouldn't admit this. Most don't survive. I'm a living eyewitness. The headless horseman is real, I warn you. And everyone here in this room knows it's true. At midnight, you'll hear him go thundering by. So stay in your home until morning is nigh.
He's right.
It's just as he said. Don't get caught alone.
Or my name is not Brom Bones.
One could say Brown left his mark on the evening. The teacher's imaginings spun out, creating. The horseman was now left deep within his head. The party was ended, and goodbyes were said.
There were tip-taps, warm handshakes, and embraces, and Ichabod did his best to show brave faces. He bid adieu to the belle of the hollow, and promised to pay her a call on the morrow.
He wished he could stay, or not leave there without her, but soon he was on the road, riding gunpowder.
The feelings of warmth and of joy from before were now distant memories that he now longed for. If stories were arrows and Brom was an archer, then he'd be the pedagogues, chink in his armor. The one spot he knew would do the most damage, Ichabod's racing fear, could not be managed. The road around him closed in darkness and sound. Every small noise was enough to confound.
What was that? Who's there? Budget, show yourself, I say!
Ichabod Crane. Now what could be the matter?
Who's that? Who calls me?
'Tis I.
Cotton Mather.
Really now, Ichabod, how unbecoming. To mere superstition your mind is succumbing. Perhaps this points to a spiritual weakness, to give into fear and to entertain weakness. This will not do. You must shun these dark arts. This will not do for a Puritan heart.
No, I'm loyal. You know that I'm steadfast. I read your sermons each day before breakfast.
Be that as it may, this witchery lingers.
What must I do then? What spiritual rigors?
You say that you're steadfast, and that you're devout, and you know my writings both inside and out, and yet you can ask me that asinine question?
Please, Reverend Mather, I fear the Hessian. I'm here with you as my escort, and if I'm honest, you offer no comfort. No, I apologize if that was angering. Please say something. Anything. No, don't leave me. Not here, not alone. Help me, come back. Not here on my own. Oh, God, work out me and put his spirit. He knows he at the end shall life inherit. Then fancies fly away, he'll fear not what men say. He'll labor night and day to be a pilgrim.
The thundering phantom was almost upon them. But there just ahead was the bridge to the church. Make it to that, and he's left in the lurch. If you reach that bridge, as it says by the legend, the spectre will vanish and his power ends.
Ah, there's the bridge. Gunpowder, go faster. We must make it. Go, or we face disaster.
The thundering phantom was almost upon them, but somehow the horse under Ichabod launched them across the church bridge with a banging plank rattle. But as he looked back, the horseman took umbrage, pointing at Ichabod, who had no coverage. He held high the head that he had in his hand, and what happened next one could scarce understand. He hurled his missile with a ghoulish sway, and it fly his head at his unwearied prey.
The following morning, at Van River's gate, was Gunpowder, who stood serenely and ate, soberly cropping the grass by the road, telling no tales, like a horse who was old. But his saddle was gone, and down underneath, his bridle was off, in the grass by his feet.
Ichabod made no appearance at breakfast, given his appetite, his peaks of interest, mid-morning hour, and then dinner came. And then it went by, but no Mr. Crane.
The magic was thick. The people could feel it. It's what they live for, to inhale and breathe it.
Where's Ichabod?
I haven't seen him.
Who knows? Check by the brook.
And look for his clothes.
Search all the roads.
Search the dirt.
Search the gravel.
And wander around and look for my saddle.
Riders went out.
They were off to the races, making their inquiries.
And soon found some traces.
The saddle was found trampled in dirt.
Evidence of a horse chase was overt. The hoof prints were deep, made with furious speed, and were traced to the bridge, where there in the weeds was Ichabod's hat, also trampled and tattered, and there, close behind it, a pumpkin well shattered.
Sometimes Jerome was caught looking smug. When the pumpkin was brought up, he would just shrug, as if he had something he would not say. From Bones was different, beginning that day.
For days by the brook, sleepy hollow men hovered, but Ichabod's body was never discovered. Ichabod's personal items were few and were open for the whole hollow to view.
2 shirts, 2 corduroy small clothes, a razor, a book of psalms, and this one by Cotton Mather.
The History of Witchcraft, a New England Almanac. But he had another book hidden in back, an old book of dreams and of vague superstitions. That book contradicts all my written positions. But what do I know? I'm just in his head, even though I've been 100 years dead.
But on the last page of that book in question, almost unnoticed but well worth a mention, there were some scribbled in verses and lines, to fair Katrina in meter and rhymes.
Katrina! Katrina! Look!
I'm
Katrina!
ignoring you, Brom.
I know!
Oh, how revealing! He understands. But does he have feelings? We're going riding, Katrina. Let's go. Or we'll have a picnic today, so you know. Well, I don't like picnics, and your horse is nasty. But would you know that? No, because you've never asked me. You never ask, and you're never wrong. And no, girls do not like to be strung along.
Who told you?
Dirk. Sorry. When we first started, Brom, it was exciting. But I know you better now, and it's enlightening. Please let me be. Just leave me alone. I don't want to see you.
May I see you home?
This isn't funny, Brom. Please go away. Go play with your boys.
I've got something to say. I didn't like that Ichabod train. And now that he's gone, maybe I stand to blame. I wanted him gone, that bookworm school smarty, which is why I scared him so much at the party. But I'm no fool. I learned some things too. The teacher taught me things that I never knew. I I won't be as smart as him, that I'll admit. I won't be as cunning or have his quick wit. But I learned you're a lady who needs to be won. And I learned that I'm lonely if you're not my one. I'm sure that you miss him, I understand. So I'll stand back as far as you demand. But if there's a time when you want an ear, look no further. I'll be right here. I've been a self-centered, jealous-filled man, but from now on, will you just call me Abraham?
Abraham.
For some Sundays after, there was speculation about the event by the whole congregation. Small knots of gazers and gapers and gawkers at the churchyard and the bridge became talkers.
They'd spin their own truth as they'd rant and invent, creating a legend of the bleak event. The teacher was gone and there could be no question.
He must have been seized by the galloping Hessian.
But as the time passed and the magic grew thicker, there came some words that gave hope some new flicker. An elderly farmer, some several years after, came back from New York with the story's new chapter.
He came with some news that some couldn't abide.
The schoolmaster, Ichabod Crane, is alive. I'm back from New York, and that's what I saw. He lived in the city, where he studies law. Becoming successful, he followed ambition, becoming an esteemed New York politician. He wrote for the newspapers, and by report, has now been made justice of the 10-pound court.
But old country wives, who judge these things best, they know what happened to their faith-filled guest.
They claim the truth and maintain to this day that Ichabod Crane was spirited away
By some supernatural means that dark night.
That story is better and best by the light. Round the old winter fire for tales and notions
are told of the teacher
And the headless horseman.
Thank you.